Hello everyone, so today we're going to be making an app inventor stopwatch app. So let's get started. So first we're going to get a label from here, and we're going to, in its text, we're going to write double zeros for hours, colon, double zeros for minutes, and another colon and double zero for second, and another colon, and then double zeros for milliseconds. Then we're going to layout and get a table arrangement, which is like this. Then after that we're going to be having to add some buttons in it. So from here you can get 3 buttons like this, and then you're going to have to rename it. So for start, for the first button you rename it start. For the second button you do the text to stop, and for the third button you will do the text to reset. Now we can go to the clock. So for clock we'll go to sensors and we'll get a clock, and then for its time interval 1000 seconds is too high, too slow, so we're going to make it 10. So this is for the designer part, and you will not see the clock as it's an invisible component. Now we'll go to blocks and start for the coding part. So now we're going to go to variables over here, and we'll get initialize global name too. So we'll rename it to start time. And now we're going to go into the math block and get this empty math variable. And now we'll go to when start dot click do, and then we'll go to clock and go down. So over here you're gonna see the set clock 1 dot timer enabled. So we're going to put it over here. Now we're going to go to logic and get true. So now we'll go and get set global start time 2, and then we'll go to clock 1 and we'll go down over here, and from here we'll get call clock 1 dot now. So now after that we're going to be going to start and get and then we'll go down and up, and we'll get set start dot enabled, and for the same we'll go to stop and get set stop dot enabled too. Now we're going to go to logic and we'll get false, and again we're going to go to logic and get true. So now what we're going to do is, I will go to when stop dot click do, then we'll go to clock and we'll be getting clock ring dot enabled. So now we'll go to logic and get false. Now we'll go to reset and get set reset dot enabled to, and then we'll get true over here. So we'll need to get true, and now I'll just put this again for stop and make this false, and then we're going to get this over here. So now what we're going to do is over reset, and when reset dot click do, we're going to click on label 1 and get set label 1 dot text to, and we'll get an empty text block from here, and we'll write the text we wrote in label 2. So now we're going to copy and paste this again, and we're going to change reset to start, and we'll make this true, and then we'll get like this another one, and we'll make this to reset, and we'll make this false. We're going to go to when clock one dot timer do, and then we'll go over here and we'll get this one. We'll go to clock and we'll be getting call clock one dot duration to start and end. And now we'll go and get, so now we'll get this and get global start time, and the time which we want to end is going to be the current time. So we'll be getting on clock one, we'll go and get call clock one dot now. Now we're going to set label dot text to. Then we'll also get and we'll go to text and we'll be getting join, and we'll be giving this 7 strings. So over here we can get 7 strings. So like this we get 7 strings. Now we'll get to procedures and get this one, to procedure result. Now we'll get to control and we'll get this one, this block, because this will allow us to fit in the current procedure block that we have taken. So we don't take the ones over here because they won't fit in the procedure block. Now we'll go to math and we'll be getting equal to 1, equal to block. So now we'll go and get a text over here. So we'll go to text and we'll be getting length after going to text, and then what do we want the length of? So for that we'll go, now we'll go over here and we'll be getting input over here. So this is x, so we want the length of x, so we'll get x. And now over here we'll be getting math block over here, and now we'll make this 1 and we'll go to text and get join. We have fitted to the then block, the then component. So now we'll go to text and we'll be getting this empty text block and make it 0, and then we'll go to x and get x. So then we'll get x again. Now over here we're done with this particular block piece. Now we'll go back here and get procedures, call procedure x. Now we'll go to clock and we'll get call clock one dot hours to duration, and duration to hours. So now we'll be changing this text to duration, and for here we'll be getting get duration. So now we'll be getting 3 the empty text blocks. So for each of them we'll be adding a colon. So for 2 of them we'll be adding colons, and for this one we'll be adding a point. So now you can add them over here, leaving one block in space. So now we'll go to procedures again and we'll get call procedure x and we'll put it over here. Then we'll again go to clock and we'll be getting this block, which is called clock one dot duration to minutes. And we'll be getting get duration block again. now we'll be getting to math and we'll be getting modular of. So this is basically a dividing block in MIT, and so what we'll be dividing it is going to be this block. Let me make it a bit more organized. So this is for the first one, and now over here we'll be adding, and now we'll be getting map, and we'll be going to the empty map box, and we'll be changing this to 60. So now for these seconds one, it's going to be the same, but we'll just change it to called clock 1 dot duration to seconds. So I'll be removing this, and instead of it we'll delete this, and we'll be getting to clock, and we'll get call clock 1 dot duration to seconds, and we'll be adding this back again. And now for the milliseconds part, we'll be getting a procedure block again, and we're going to put in this in here, and we'll put it over here. So now for the milliseconds one, we will not need call procedure X. Instead, now we'll just get to the math, and we'll get modular block again. So we just copy paste this, and we'll be putting this over here, and we'll get rid of this block called clock 1 dot duration to seconds. We'll delete this one, and we'll change 60 to 1000 instead. That's it. So this is for the coding part and the designing part. So now let's test it out together and see how it works. We can go and connect this with code, or with scan the QR code.